Milky milk, milky, milky, milky milk. That's a great song. Quick Draw, thank you for finding that in Walmart. And if you listen very carefully, you can hear him laughing right at the end of the clip. Hey guys, my name is Ryan Milky. You probably don't remember my face or my name. I've been hiding away mentally, just taking a break. This time of year is kind of rough on me, so I just wanted to take a mental break. I'll be returning full-time in January, so don't fear. This live stream is being simulcast to Ryan Milky 14 and Wrestle Realm, which is my wrestling channel, which I'll be pushing pretty hard in the new year with the new era coming forward. With Netflix and the WWE, it's going to be mainly WWE focused. Maybe we'll do a couple of AEW pay-per-views, but I've kind of fallen out of love with AEW over the last couple of months, so maybe we can talk about that on a different video. But tonight we are going to be here with the Horseman. Charles is going to be joining us as well, so it's a Horseman live stream. It's a Friday night. It's 8 p.m. Central. We're going to be doing our predictions for Saturday night main event, which is tomorrow. And we've also got a trailer for a game. Because if you don't know, Game Awards was last night over in LA, I think it was, or California, one of the two. And yeah, it was a great night. It was the 10th anniversary of Game Awards. I sat and watched the whole thing for 3.5 hours, thoroughly enjoyed it. And also didn't enjoy it at the same time because some of the games were just like boring and all look the same. But that's just the way it is. But there was one special game that we're gonna get Charles's instant reaction to, because yeah, I nearly fell off my chair. But hey, we'll get into it. Guys, my name's Ryan Milky. If you're enjoying this kind of content and you want to see more of this, please consider hitting the like button on the stream. Subscribe if you haven't already, either over on the Ryan Milky channel or over on the Wrestle Realm channel. I would very much appreciate it. We've got the chat going. Let's go. ATWP, All Things Wrestling Podcast, says, what's up, Ryan? Over from the Media Moguls. Shout out Media Moguls. It's a fantastic group that I'm a part of, that I've been a part of since day one, to be honest. And Charles is a part of it as well. And All Things Wrestling Podcast is the creator and owner. And yeah, Media Moguls has been really good. And it's actually inspired me to do a lot of the content that I want to do going forward in the new year. So shout out to Media Moguls. You'll be hearing me talking about Media Moguls quite a lot. It's probably going to have a logo in the corner on some of the videos and all that kind of stuff. And then next up in the chat, look who it is. It's the Fortnite man himself, Mr. Anthony Blaze. What's up, bro? Good to see you. I'm getting into the swing of this live streaming thing again. I've been away for a while and I'm full of beans, full of energy, just happy to talk to you guys again. It's been good, even though it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Down since day one-ish. Good shout. Oh, I don't know if my Wi-Fi is good, if it's jittering to me or if it's jittering to everyone else. Let me know what it looks like to you guys. PC's not been switched on for literally more than 3 weeks, so I'm glad that it's doing okay. But yeah, guys, without further ado, this is a Horseman stream, so let's get on the Horseman. You don't want to just listen to me. But first of all, check out my fit. Yeah, look at my Coca-Cola Christmas jumper. How cool is that? Hashtag not sponsored, although I am drinking the beverage on stream and wearing the clothes. And I've got Santa's spare hat. Looks fine. Sound is good. Thank you for the update. Thank you. Guys, without further ado, please welcome my brother from another mother. I've actually met his mother digitally, and she's a very nice lady. You all know him. You all love him. Please welcome Charles from Poppin, Missouri.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good tonight. I'm doing really good.
I'm glad to see you got the memo. I'm grateful you could join us this evening. I know that the motto we have always brought forward, no matter how long the horse would have been going, is life comes first.
Yeah.
And it does, and that's why you've not seen our faces for a little bit. But
yeah,
it's good to see you on a live stream again. How are you, my brother?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good today. It's been a rough couple weeks. I'll leave it at that. You know why? Yeah. A couple people know why, but man, when life crashes down, and like we say, life comes first. You got to do what you got to do. Got everything wrangled back into place now, so yeah, we're gonna start shooting some videos tomorrow, actually, to put back on the channel. So
okay,
super excited
to be here. Excited,
yeah, can't wait.
Can't wait to see what you actually post, because I have no idea what you're gonna do. I know I have personal privileges with the messages that we have between ourselves, and I know what you've been buying and things like that. So I don't know where your mind's going to go.
I've got some really cool stuff coming up. It actually came in this week. I was almost tempted to open it because I know it's in there, but I did not. So you guys will see my true reaction when I open it. One of the pieces I might actually cry. There's no telling. I might.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might. Yeah. Cool. Well, Charles, you know why I brought you here tonight, right?
Because you're obligated in the contract?
Yeah, right. Everybody in chat, just mute the stream, chat, mute the stream for 2 minutes while I just say something to Charles on a personal level that I don't want you guys to hear. Charles, you know that the solicitor said that they weren't allowed to talk about that on the stream.
I know. I'll get with
now
your
you're
lawyer.
Gonna get a letter. Yeah, you're gonna get a letter now, and I can't stop that.
I know.
Okay. Sorry, Charles. Right, chat. You can unmute again now. You can unmute.
You can listen. Start listening again.
Okay. Right, so Charles, you know why I brought you here tonight, right? And it's for WWE pay-per-view predictions, yeah?
Yes, it's not about the contract, yeah.
Yeah, no contracts are involved at all. No, nothing like that at all. All Things Wrestling says, "What's up, Charles?" Good to see him in the chat. Blaze hasn't said what's up, Charles, so he might have just one-dipped. We'll see.
He might have, yeah.
I hope he's still here. All Things Wrestling Podcast is going to bounce back over to TNA pay-per-view. We'll bounce back in a few, okay? I appreciate it, and that's what we like about it. You know, you're on top of the information. We made a executive group decision to go live on Friday nights.
I'll be right back.
Okay. We made an executive decision to go live on Friday nights, and then I think I didn't anchor in. SmackDown was on at the same time. I think SmackDown was on an hour ago, and it runs a little bit over the Horseman stream, so I don't mind. I can always gives me something to watch after the fact. But yeah, tonight, guys, we are going to be talking about Saturday Night Main Event, and it's on at the Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, New York, or New Jersey. Forgive me if that's wrong. I'm not from America. I know that it's a very famous arena. I know that the last time I think the WWE were there, or the last prominent time that the WWE were there, that I can remember is the Revolution pay-per-view. If anybody ever watched the Revolution pay-per-view, that was the all-women's pay-per-view. It was a very big movement forward in the world of professional wrestling and giving women a more honest chance and not just 5-minute matches with boobs and bras and things like that. It was definitely a standout. Well, that was in the same arena, and yeah, we're going to get some returning folks coming back. Jimmy Hart's going to be coming back, the Mouth from the South, all sorts of stuff. It's going to be a fun night tomorrow night on wrestling. I'll be doing content over on the wrestling channel, which you'll be watching right now over there. So if you are watching over on Wrestle Realm, say hi in the chat, let us know. I think there's one person watching over there, so I don't know who it is, but yeah, say hi.
Awesome.
So yeah,
sorry,
cool. Don't worry about it.
That was Mom, so I had to talk.
That was Mom. Well,
yeah.
Hi, Mom, and I hope that she has a great Christmas if we don't get to say hi to her again before the time, because that is coming up, Charles. Christmas is what? 9 days away? 10 days away?
12 days away.
Yeah, it's crazy. Are you ready?
I should probably start buying gifts, huh?
Yeah, probably. Well, speaking of that, I bought a gift for one of the kids down the street, one of Amy's kids. Funny enough, he's into Rubik's Cubes, and he wanted a Rubik's Cube. And, I was like, okay. So I went on the site called Vinted that we have, which is like Macari for you guys.
Okay.
It's like secondhand stuff, and you can put up anything up there, basically.
Yeah.
And I bought a Rubik's Cube. It was only for £1 or $1, but the postage was like £3 something. This woman didn't post it for 3 days, so I messaged her and said, "Hey, did you post this off? It's for a little kid's Christmas present." "Yeah, I'll drop it off at the shop for you tomorrow morning." I was like, "Okay, cool, thank you." The next day, I get a refund. She just decided she didn't want to sell it. I was like, "What the hell?" So I sent a horrible. It's the first time in my entire life that I left a very horrible review in the feedback thing, and I was like, just know that you've probably ruined a child's Christmas.
Thanks to you, Grinch. Yeah.
It was a triangle Rubik's Cube. I don't know if you've ever seen them before, but it was a triangle one.
Okay.
And I was like, I've never seen that before. And he asked for a Rubik's Cube, and I was like, trying to think out of the box and don't just get the square thing. And I found this thing, and then, yeah, she didn't bloody send it, so I'm a little bit annoyed. So I'm still on the hunt. I've got a couple of days left. But yeah, for me, that's all it's about. I just buy the kids down the street Christmas presents because I remember the magic of Christmas when I was a kid, and I wouldn't want to break that for them. But yeah, it's just the way it is. Like, it makes me laugh when I see the teenagers and they're getting $135 trainers and sneakers and all this kind of crazy stuff, and I'm like, damn, I'm so glad I'm not a parent. Because it's bloody expensive.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have all the Funkos that I have now.
You know, we buy gifts for each other, Christy and I. We don't set a limit or anything, but we also don't ask for anything elaborate. You know, last year I had just started the laser stuff, so I asked for a bunch of laser stuff. You know, product that I can make more stuff with, and I kind of did the same thing this year. And then I asked for something that goes along with the backdrop here that you'll see in a couple videos from now. So, I mean, just stuff like that. We're to the point in our lives, and I think everyone gets to that point at some point that if you want something during the year, you go buy it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't wait till Christmas anymore. Like when you're a kid, you know, you waited for Christmas because, you know, Santa's going to bring it. But now you're like, yeah, I'm just going to do it. Can't wait for that big fat guy. So.
Maybe that's what I should do throughout the year now. Like when I buy things like, for example, my Game of Thrones and books that I got very recently on the Vinted site. Maybe I should just buy them and wrap them up for myself, and then December put everything under the tree that I bought throughout the year, and then that's all my Christmas presents for the end of the year.
If you buy one thing a month, wrap it up, put it in the corner. At Christmas, you'll have 12 presents. And if you're anything like me, you'll forget what's in the box.
Probably, yeah. I might have some out-of-date biscuits or some fresh cold meat that went out of date or something. Maybe, but it's worth the risk, right?
It's worth the risk. I mean, come on.
Oh, I love it. Well, I thought I'd bring a little bit of fun and games to the stream tonight. You know that I'm a big component of AI. I love hanging around and talking to it. It's probably because I'm a single guy, lives alone, and the computer talks back to you. So it's cool, you know, maybe a little bit borderline schizophrenic, but we don't talk about that too much on YouTube, guys.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
So because we thought, okay, I'm going to come back this Friday with a Horseman stream. I know Charles is coming, but I never know if Charles is always going to be coming because Charles's phone could ring right now. Touch wood, it doesn't, but Charles's phone could ring. So you never know if he's going to be here. So I decided amongst myself to get the AI to also predict this evening what we're going to be doing. And what we are going to be doing is we're going to be doing the live predictions for Saturday night main event WWE pay-per-view that is tomorrow at the Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, 7/8 Central over on NBC and Peacock.
Nice.
So yeah, I did tease you that I do have a AI predicted version. Would you like to go through it ourselves, or would you like to hear the AI version first?
Whatever you want to do. I'm here to follow your lead.
Okay.
I read that right off the contract.
So my trail of thought has just gone. What is your last WWE memory? I know you've been busy. I know you've been dealing with some stuff. What was the last thing you remember? What was happening? Was Drew and CM Punk still fighting?
Yeah. Man, it's been a while. Was it Bad Blood, maybe?
Okay.
That might have been
interesting.
About the end of what I remember. Yeah, it's the last 2 months have been kind of whirlwind. So
yeah. So I do have notes that we can go through. Okay, so we'll just go through it and then we'll play the AI at the end, and I will make a note. So yeah, it's going to be on NBC, streaming on Peacock, presented by C4 Energy. I have also heard in the grapevine, guys, that you'll be able to watch this for free on the WWE YouTube channel. This is apparently going to be streaming live on the WWE YouTube channel. So yeah, don't be going and signing up for Peacock if you haven't got it already, or if you want to watch it somewhere else, don't just go watch it on the YouTube channel.
Yep.
Milky told you where to go watch it. That's where I'll be watching it. So yeah, it'll be fun. So the first match that we're going to talk about is Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. So I have a couple of notes here to maybe help you through it. But Drew McIntyre's sights are locked on Sami Zayn. The Scottish Warrior made his return on December 2nd's episode of Raw, clobbering Zayn with a Claymore kick and attacking Jey Uso backstage. Looking to gain retribution, Zayn challenged McIntyre to a match at Saturday night's main event, which McIntyre accepted. Zayn and McIntyre have clashed in the past, but Zayn has never beaten the Scottish Warrior in a one-on-one contest. Can Zayn finally defeat McIntyre? I'll let you go first with this one.
Any belts up for grabs in this one?
No.
I'd like to see Sami Zayn win.
Okay.
I think Sami Zayn's going to win this one.
You think Sami Zayn's going to win?
Yeah, because he's close to Canada. And he's got a better beard.
I love that. Drew has been away for a while, and he's just come back, and he was annoyed, and he just attacked Sami basically. He was speaking to Seth about the CM Punk stuff, and Sami got involved, and probably shouldn't have, but he did, and yeah, he's basically the collateral damage that's going on. For me, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to go with my prediction. Please carry on.
So what I remember is Drew and CM Punk were going after each other, and Sami Zayn and Rhodes were fighting. That's
Cody
about
Rhodes.
the last thing I remember. Cody, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure when that was. Back a lot of surprises tonight. Okay, awesome. Thanks for letting us know, buddy. Please let us know your predictions of the matches as we're going through. There's not many people watching tonight. I don't know why. If you could please hit the like button, share the stream out, let people know that we're live.
Yeah.
We're live on 2 channels, so maybe that's what's playing up. Maybe YouTube is kicking up, but I don't know. And I'm here to talk and hang out with Charles anyway, whether there's people watching or not. And that's the way we're going to go forward with these in the future, I think, for myself. I'm not going to dedicate it too much on the viewing audience. I'm just going to dedicate it more on a conversation with my friend.
Yep.
And if you guys enjoy them and want to, participate, then you can. Same.
Exactly.
Sammy over Drew says All Things Wrestling Podcast. I need to come up with a acronym for All Things Wrestling Podcast. That's easy to say and off the tongue. Leave it with me. For me, guys, I think Sammy can honestly afford a loss. He's hanging around the bloodline stuff that's going around at the moment. I think he's got more eggs in his basket, shall I say. I think Drew McIntyre coming back needs to be coming back going into the Netflix era strong, ready to be a big name in the main event, because otherwise he's just going to get swallowed up. There isn't anybody quite like Drew McIntyre on the roster. And I do believe, which is kind of a spoiler for a future video over on WrestleRealm, that Drew McIntyre will be a champion in 2025. So for that reason, I'm going to say Drew McIntyre wins this. But I wouldn't be surprised if there is some shenanigans with Punk.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't know if Punk's going to go there and cost him again. But I think it would be funny if he just did it again. So I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre is going to win with a Claymore kick straight to the gorgeous golden locks of the beard of Sami Zayn. Just shared to the group. Thank you, ATWP. Let's carry on. Next one is Liv Morgan as the champion versus Io Sky. And I will give you a little backstory to this one. The Women's World Championship will be on the line at Saturday night's main event, with Liv Morgan defending her title against Io Sky. The Genius of the Sky won a Battle Royal on November 4th episode of Monday Night Raw. Excuse me. solidifying her spot as the number one contender to the championship. Sky also joined Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Bayley at Survivor Series War Games in defeating Morgan's team that included Nia Jax, Miss Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae, and Raquel Rodriguez. So, Charles, what do you think to this one? Io Sky versus the champion, Liv Morgan.
I think it's time for Liv to lose. I do. She took out my girl, so I have nothing but hate for her.
You know your girl's back, right?
Yes, I do. She called me.
Yeah. Oh, she called you. Okay.
Telepathically, I felt
it. Yeah. No, I hear you. Io, for me, says All Things Wrestling Podcast.
Has Io ever had the title or no?
I think so.
Has she?
I don't think she's had this one. Maybe I'm not sure. I don't follow the women's wrestling as much as I should, and that's bad of me.
I think Io will win this one. I do. I think that's going to turn hands. She's had it long enough. Let's do it.
Okay. Interesting. So I'm completely against you tonight, it seems. Liv Morgan for me. I think that Liv Morgan she isn't even finished with her storyline with what's going on with her rise. I think the WWE have now finally realized that Liv Morgan can be at the top. There are some rumors that there will be a Flair returning tomorrow night. A certain female Flair who, no matter how long she's out injured for, can just come back and get instantly put into the main event picture. So I don't know what's going to go on with that. And I think, I wonder why also. But because of that, my mind, and you know what my mind does, Charles, I come up with these crazy convoluted ideas, and sometimes some of them actually work.
Yeah.
As we've seen happen on the channel. So I do believe that the better champion for Charlotte to go against on the first episode of Netflix is, it's our girl. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with Liv Morgan. I am gonna go with Liv Morgan, guys.
Okay.
So Liv Morgan wins for me. I do also think that there will be some shenanigans in this one. I think Damage Control will get involved because otherwise, what is the point of Damage Control? Because they're boring me. They are boring me. I absolutely love Kairi Sane, but they're boring me. She had the SmackDown title. Io Sky had. Okay. So, yeah. Again, a little bit convoluted my answer, but Liv Morgan retains for me.
Okay.
Let's move on. Ooh. This is a big one. So after the World Tag Team Champion Finn Balor meddled in Gunther's business at Survivor Series and Raw the following night, he now faces the ring general for the World Heavyweight title at Saturday night's main event. Balor attacked Damian Priest during the Archer of Infamy's title match with Gunther at Survivor Series, though Gunther responded by booting Balor in the face before defeating Priest to retain. The Prince then assaulted the King of the Ring winner on the Raw after Survivor Series, developing a coup de grace following Gunther's match with Dirty Dominic Mysterio. On the 9th of December 2024, episode of Raw, Raw General Manager Adam Pearce revealed that Priest would be added, making this contest a triple threat match. Who will walk out with the World Heavyweight title?
Now, Gunther doesn't have to be pinned to lose, right? It's
Correct.
whoever wins, right?
Yeah, triple threat match, first person to pinfall or submission.
And they win the title.
Yep. Right? Correct. All Things Wrestling Podcast says, I think Balor deserves a world title run, so Finn for me.
Okay. I'm going to go Gunther. I think Gunther's going to retain. I think he's going to keep it. I do.
Okay, Gunther. Any reasons behind it?
I don't have a silly reason. I really don't have a silly reason for it.
You're just indoctrinated with Gunther doesn't lose.
He's looking into my soul, I think, right now. Yeah.
He's the ring general. Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. He's intimidating me. I'm
Okay.
shaking in my loafers right now.
Okay. So if I could reach over and shake your hand and agree with you, I would. Because in this one, for me, we are on the same par. Yep. Well done, sir. Well done. For me, the real story in this lies behind Gunther. It's the Damien and Finn Balor rivalry. I think that it's not over yet, and it still needs to tip off to maybe a cage match or an elimination chamber match, because that is coming up soon. So I just think that that's where we're going with that. I think that this is going to be full of chicanery, tomfoolery, and I think Gunther is going to sweep up the absolute mess of the two of them. Just bickering and fighting. And Gunther's going to retain. I think he's going to do it quite easy, to be honest. So we are on the same page on the same page there, Charles. All Things Wrestling Podcast says he's never got a proper world or universal title run since being injured years ago. I completely agree with you. He was the first ever universal champion for one night. Horrible when that kind of stuff happens, and it just makes you think where they would have gone with the storyline and where he would be now as a main event person if he'd have got the run that he was destined to have when they give it him.
Yeah.
Because we got Roman Reigns instead. And look what happened. 4 years of dominance.
I look at Finn Balor and I see a tall Peter Dinklage.
Okay. And Finn Balor's not that tall, but no, that's a good one.
I mean,
I love it. That's a great one. So yeah, I like that we're both on the same wave page with that. Let's carry on to the main event. As far as I'm aware, I haven't watched SmackDown, so I don't know if anything has developed further to give us more matches. But yeah, for me, there's only 4 matches on the WWE website.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? But we'll see. And it is only a Saturday night. It isn't a pay-per-view in a stadium.
I remember Saturday night growing up was like 2 hours, I think.
Yeah.
It was like 5 to 7. This was WCW era.
Okay.
That's what I remember. So yeah, and it was like 2 hours. So 4 matches, 2 hours. That makes sense.
Yeah, maybe. All Things Wrestling Podcast says give me Cody for this one.
Okay.
I will give you a little bit of a backstory in a second. He also says here, can't wait to see the Winged Eagle title. So if I was more prepared with my production, I would have a video to play for you right now. But Triple H basically said to Cody Rhodes, he was backstage with him and he said, this is for one night only. And he opened up this briefcase and something gold was shining out of it and we didn't see what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole world is saying he's going to get one night only with the Winged Eagle championship that his father had. And apparently it's synonymous with this arena and all that kind of stuff. Although I don't think that it's technically the correct belt. There was another belt before the Winged Eagle, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. Please, somebody fact check me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting. I can't wait to see it though. If it is the Winged Eagle, it will be nice. And if it is the Winged Eagle, unfortunately, it kind of sways my prediction. Just saying. There was another. Okay, thank you. I thought so.
Especially if he used the exact words, this is for one night only.
Yeah. You know, he did use the exact words, this is for one night only.
Yeah.
So I had a funny... Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I had a funny thing watching it. I know you haven't seen the clip, so it's hard to envision it. But basically, Triple H is standing there with Cody Rhodes, and we're on the other side of the box, and Cody opens the box, and we just see the glow coming out. For me, when I saw that glow, I instantly thought, how comical would this be if it was Gold Dust's costume, his brother's costume, and he had to come out as one night only as Gold Dust.
That would be hilarious.
It would be. It would be absolutely hilarious. And I was like, because of the gold glow, I thought that I might make that into a funny short where Cody opens it and then we cut to Gold Dust.
Gold Dust jumps out and goes,
yeah, like he used to. Yeah. So I'll give you a rundown of basically what's been going on with these two. Cody Rhodes will go head to head with Kevin Owens at Saturday night's main event. Returns to NBC. Once united with the American Nightmare against the Bloodline, Owens felt betrayed when Rhodes decided to team up with the Mutual adversary Roman Reigns against Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu of the reconfigured faction. After Rhodes and Reigns won that historic tag team match at Bad Blood, KO savagely attacked the undisputed WWE champion in the parking lot. Owens then turned his rage against Randy Orton and put the Viper out of action with an illegal piledriver. Despite his egregious behavior, Owens insisted that the American Nightmare was to blame for everything and that the undisputed WWE title had caused Rhodes to lose his way. Rhodes was determined to make Owens pay, and when they finally come face to face, he issued the challenge that could only be settled at Saturday night's main event. Wrestling Talk says Quick Draw came in a chat, and every time Quick Draw comes in a chat, guys, he is going to trigger this. So he sent it to me. He's going to hate it every time he comes into the chat, but he's triggered it, so here we go. Oh, love it. Wrestling Talk. Exactly, bro. Lol. So, I'll go first with this one to make it a little bit easier, if it even does. The Winged Eagle makes it absolutely, unequivocally, Cody Rhodes is retaining. Cody Rhodes isn't going to take the Winged Eagle title, which isn't even his title, into a match that Kevin Owens could then later lift, because then that just, for me, ruins the whole what we're going with. The ethos of this story is supposed to be connecting to Dusty and to the past and to all this kind of stuff, and Kevin Owens lifting it wouldn't really make any sense. Although for me, I love Kevin Owens. He's a fantastic superstar. I would love him to be the champion. I just don't think right now is the right time to do it. And because I don't think Cody's losing the title until WrestleMania, and you'll have to wait until my next upload to figure out who I think is going to take it off him at a certain pay-per-view. So that's my come back next week and find out answer. Cody Rhodes is retaining against Kevin Owens because he's going to WrestleMania to lose to somebody else.
I agree with everything you're saying.
Okay. But you want Kevin.
I do want Kevin. I do want him to win. But if it is the double winged, the double eagle, I don't see us. I don't see him, like you said, bringing it out to lose it.
Yeah.
Not to Kevin Owens.
It's also the storyline as well. Like Kevin Owens is just annoyed that he teamed up with Roman Reigns. Like
exactly, he's a pissy little kid.
I get it. You know, they've all been fighting against the Bloodline for absolute years, and I get it. But
exactly,
money talks, and that's what, you know. Kevin Owens is just in for the ride at the moment. I just don't think that the title's going to hand over because of a disagreement with tag team partners. But please continue.
I'm going to go with Cody on this one. I don't always side with Cody. I usually get his matches wrong because, don't get me wrong, I like Cody Rhodes. I like his style. I just find him very cocky to me. And that's not the way Dusty Rhodes was. And I would like to see Cody go more of the more traditional Rhodes way. His dad wasn't cocky. His dad was funny. You know, to me, Cody Rhodes was just cocky. But I think he's going to beat him. Kind of like you said, I think he doesn't lose it until WrestleMania. So, yeah.
Okay. I respect your opinion, and you're valid, and you're welcome to it. And just to fight back a little bit at Cody's cockiness, maybe.
Okay.
I think his cockiness stems from a point of the industry. He was a byproduct of being forced into what he is. Yeah. He was being underutilized by Vince McMahon in the original run at WWE, and he was just Goldust and Stardust and all this crazy stuff. And he left and became Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. And he did go to the AEW. He did rise AEW from nothing to what it is today. And then he did get the call. Vince McMahon flew directly from wherever he was in the world to Cody Rhodes' house the minute he knew contract talks were available. and he signed him on the spot to come back.
Yeah.
So I think that Cody has been given that cockiness as basically, you left us, but we want you back.
Yeah.
So he feels, you know what I mean? So that's just my little argument back, that
Gotcha.
I think that it's a byproduct of what the company made him into.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. I still respect your opinion, and I still understand where you're coming from, but just, I just wanted to give that back.
Oh no, I totally understand. Yeah.
So that is our predictions done. So I went with, for editing purposes, I went with Cody, Gunther, Liv Morgan, and Drew McIntyre. So no titles are changing tonight, which I actually believe back in the 80s, titles didn't change on the Saturday nights. I think all the people used to always keep their belts. Hogan was always defending and winning it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Some
and for
of
Charles,
some of the like tag team matches, they would change.
Yeah, undercards.
Stuff like that. Yeah. But
Yeah,
nothing,
mid-card belts. Nothing serious.
No.
For Charles, you went with Sami Zayn.
Yep. Io. Gunther. And Cody.
Okay. Well, guys, that is the end of the predictions. Oh, no, wait. No, it's not.
No.
I just got a little female voice in my ear say, don't forget about me. So we do have AI. AI is also going to play a part now in all of my prediction videos. I want to see if man can beat machine by the end of the year and see where the tallies lie. So, if I get a point, for every match that I get right, I get a point, and we'll do that all the way through. Charles will get points, and so will AI. And if anybody watching on the streams would like to come on these pay-per-view breakdowns, please reach out to me. You're more than welcome to come on as a guest. I don't want to have loads of people on at once. Maybe we'll bring one on at a time, and as we move forward throughout the year. But more than welcome to have new people in the wrestling world come talk to us over on the Horseman, because we're not just all Funko anymore.
I do have one question.
Yeah.
Is this Saturday night main event going to be every Saturday night?
No.
Once a month? Once every 2 months? Do we know?
No, there's 4 a year. There's this one now. There's another one in January, and then we haven't got the dates for the others.
Oh, so they're only doing 4 Saturday nights a year.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I just wonder.
No, that's a good question. Very good question.
Again, growing up, WCW had it, and NWA actually was Saturday night and Sunday night every week.
Okay.
We would do what we had to do at the house. Mom would throw Jack's pizzas in the oven, and we'd sit in front of the TV and watch wrestling for 2 hours every Saturday night.
Love it.
Every Sunday night.
That's crazy. I recently learned, don't know where this came from. I just wanted to share it. I recently learned that the people back in the day, it was 40 years ago, but WrestleMania 1 and WrestleMania 2, you apparently had to travel, especially in America. You had to travel to the local broadcasting station to pick up this box that you would put on your TV that would give you the option to turn to the right channel to watch the wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And that blew my absolute mind hearing that. I was like, what are you talking about? You had to physically go somewhere to get a box to bring back to the home. And I'm like, wow, in the UK, we must just be well connected, because we've always obviously had to get the broadcasts from abroad somehow, because it's American wrestling.
Yeah.
And it's always somehow been available for us to watch. But we've not had to go and get some brown box and put it on the top of the TV. I don't know why I wanted to share that. It was just something that popped up in my mind.
Yeah.
But let's get back to AI have predicted the pay-per-view. I basically, so what I did, to be completely transparent with all of you, I talked to ChatGPT. I told it that me and Charles were going to be doing this live stream tonight, and I told them that we would be talking about the pay-per-view and doing our predictions. And I also then just said, ChatGPT, I would like you to also play along. And they said, okay, give me the card, and they would give predictions and reasonings why. Originally, I was just going to play it as an audio file, and then I had a spare hour in the day today, so I put it into a little video file with some images as it's speaking of the wrestlers. Maybe we'll continue with it like that in the future. Maybe we won't, but that's just being transparent, especially with AI, because I know people kind of do or don't like it if AI content is involved in YouTubers' content. I'm just playing around with it. I'm not doing it to enhance or to do anything with the video. Just, complete transparency. Here's a video.
Here are my updated predictions for Saturday night's main event. Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre winner, Drew McIntyre. Reasoning. Drew's recent heel turn and more aggressive persona make this a must-win to solidify his position as a top contender. Sami, as a beloved underdog, can afford a loss, especially if it's due to interference or underhanded tactics, which could further Drew's storyline. Gunther C. versus Finn Balor versus Damian Priest, World Heavyweight Championship. Winner, Gunther. Reasoning. Gunther's reign has been dominant, and the tension between Finn and Damian, following Damian's ousting from Judgment Day, creates a distraction that Gunther can capitalize on. This allows WWE to continue building Gunther as an unstoppable champion while fueling Finn versus Damian in a separate feud. Liv Morgan, C versus IYO Sky, Women's World Championship. Winner, Liv Morgan. Reasoning. Liv's reign still feels fresh, and WWE likely wants to build her credibility as champion. Potential interference from Damage Cuttrell could backfire, leading to IYO's loss and teasing dissension within the group, setting up future storylines. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens, undisputed WWE Championship. Winner, Kevin Owens. Reasoning. With Cody Rhodes having already finished his story at WrestleMania, this could be the moment for Kevin Owens to ascend to the top. A victory here rewards Owens for his consistent work and sets the stage for fresh championship matchups. Cody losing could pivot him into new storylines or rivalries heading into WrestleMania season.
Interesting. So they went with Kevin Owens for the main event.
Yeah.
I like it. What do you think to the AI predictions, Charles?
I think they're solid.
Mhm.
The last one surprised me.
Yeah.
Me.
Me too. If I could just pull up ChatGPT on my phone.
Yeah.
The last thing it said to me, which I didn't include in the voiceover, was these predictions should give you a solid talking point for your live stream while sparking fun debates. Let me know if you'd like me to adjust or expand further on my reasonings. So, yeah, just again, transparency. That's what it said at the end. I'm even willing to share these conversations with people as screenshots at the end of live streams or in future videos. Maybe it could help other people with AI, because I found with AI, you just need to give it patience. Like if you ask it a question, it'll instantly just throw out the first thing it finds on Google. But if you know that that is wrong, you can tell it it's wrong and give it the source that it needs correcting, and it will then remember it. And I've opened a dialogue with ChatGPT here that I will use the same dialogue form throughout the entire year. So it will remember its own predictions and then have extra stuff going forward to be able to elaborate on its own predictions in the future. It'll remember what it said in January when it gets to October and stuff like that. So very interesting. And I just think it's a cool thing to do. We didn't have these technologies years ago, and it's basically like having a personal assistant in the computer. It does everything for you. It literally creates thumbnails. It will find music sources. It will do anything you ask it to do, basically.
Yeah.
So it's a very cool thing. So that is the WWE predictions for Saturday night main event. I want to thank Charles for hanging out with us. I want to thank the stream. We do have one more thing that we're going to talk about. I'm super excited about it. Can't believe I went 44 minutes without talking about it. But hey, I'm trying to be a little bit different and move forward. But Charles, last night I was very quiet on the DMs. I didn't reach out to many people. I was very occupied with just staring at my TV for 3.5 hours. I don't know if you remember last year, I might have even done a video on my channel reacting to the Game Awards last year. It's a yearly tradition of mine. I like to sit down on the sofa and just chill out and really enjoy it. I will say, every game looks like Genshin for some strange reason. I've played Genshin before and I enjoyed it. I did. But every game now that's coming out that is any sort of anime style, I think, oh, this is a Genshin game. And then it's something completely different. And I'm like, they're just ripping off Genshin. Unless it's made by the same people. I don't know. I'm not that well versed in that world. But everything looks like Genshin. But there were some other notable releases or announcements. We're getting Borderlands 4. That's coming out.
Okay.
We're getting a Godfather standalone game, which is going to be cool. The Witcher 4. And this time it is the main protagonist is going to be a female called Cersei. Or Ciri, maybe it's Ciri. It's a female Witcher as the main protagonist in the game, which is going to be really, really interesting. We've got some Japanese people come together that have been working on some games. We've got Naughty Dog's new game is coming out called Galactic, which looks like a space bounty hunter kind of game with unbelievably amazing graphics. But there was one little trailer that's 2 minutes long that came on last night, and I almost fainted, Charles. I literally almost fainted. I'm not joking when I say this. I almost fainted.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got the trailer here for you to play now, and I want to see what your reaction is.
My question is, how did they get our footage from the Horseman video game? Who leaked it?
I don't know. We're going to have to, again, send more letters out. Somebody breached information that shouldn't have, and it's a nightmare. We can't keep everybody under control.
I'll have to buy more stamps for sure.
Yeah, like I'm sure Jeremy's phone isn't password protected or fingerprint protected. It's probably just left open on the side.
Probably what it was, yeah.
Like Big Easy could have broke in through the back porch windows and done it, and then blamed it on Jeremy. It could be anybody, bro.
Anybody,
yeah. I have no idea.
I would most likely say it's the Russians, but that's just my guess. So go ahead. Sorry.
Well, it can't be Biden's son because he got exonerated from all.
Yeah, he's free to go.
He's free to go, so it couldn't have been him. We know he's definitely not involved.
It might be all the drones over Quickdraw's house because he lives in the Jersey area. There's all kinds of drones.
Is that why he got a new dog?
That might be.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, back to the trailer.
Circle.
It does all come full circle. Correct. Speaking of coming full circle, another game that was actually announced was Elden Ring. There's an Elden Ring game coming out. That's a standalone Elden fucking game ring, which is unbelievable because I literally just bought Elden Ring 3 days ago, and I haven't even played it yet because I know it's such a big undertaking of a task. It's going to require at least 100 plus hours of my life to play this game. And I want to stream it on Twitch. I've signed up for a Twitch account, RyanMilky14. I've connected it to StreamYard. We're going to do some tinkering around and some testing, and I'm going to figure out how to play Elden Ring on stream through my Xbox. If that just means you're just seeing what my TV is seeing.
Yep.
That's what we might do just to start off with. Because there is another Elden Ring game coming out, which is co-op. So I will be looking for a new Elden Ring partner.
There is a great gentleman in the community, gaming community, that you can reach out to. For Twitch, is Old School Nerd. Reach out to him.
Yeah, I don't know if he's an Elden Ring fan, but I'd definitely reach out to him. Awesome recommendation. Old School Nerd is a great Twitch guy, especially even if it's just for like techie advice and help getting things set up and stuff. Yeah,
he could probably help you set everything up. He's awesome.
Yeah.
With tech. So, yeah.
Quickdraw said that the drones were just up north from him.
Okay.
So there is a trailer I want to show you, Charles.
Yes. Patiently waiting.
Are you ready for this? Because I am. Let's go.
Okay. Yep.
In the name of the warrior, I charge you to be brave. In the name of the father, I charge you to be just. In the name of the mother, I charge you to defend the innocent. Arise, a knight of Renan's Rest.
Castle Black is the only thing standing between the White Walkers and the Seven Kingdoms. We could use your help.
I'm nothing but a northern bastard from a powerless house.
Don't underestimate northern bastards. Someone must gather the support of the great houses.
Attaining your father's name will be hard. Making your own will be harder. It is up to you to decide which is more worth your while.
Modesty won't get you very far in King's Landing.
do at least try to feign a little arrogance. We find it far more familiar.
You've seen the White Walkers yourself. You know what they can do. They have to be stopped.
John, I will see it done.
Like it or not, winter is coming.
Huh. Very interesting.
I'm almost crying. I'm almost fucking crying.
That looked very cool. That looks, and I'm not into much gaming, but that looked like a really cool game.
Yeah, exactly. Just, I don't even know what to fucking say. So that is genuinely the second and only time that I have watched that trailer. I watched it last night on the live stream, and I refrained from rewinding. I refrained from doing anything. I just watched it as it was and moved on, knowing that I was gonna bring it here tonight to show you. What do you think? It looks insane. Did you know it was Game of Thrones instantly, or did it have to give you the music at the beginning?
No, instantly. Yeah,
I charge you to be just. You knew instant.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for being knowledgeable on that then, because it means that I've done a decent job with getting you behind the Game of Thrones world a little bit. So yeah, a pat on both of our backs for that. Quickjaw says it's all right. I'm guessing he's talking about Marvel Rivals.
Yes.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals looks fucking beautiful and looks amazing. I just don't have an Xbox that's compatible to play it, apparently. I need the one up from the one I've got, which is the first time I've ever faced that issue with a game.
Huh.
So I'm a little bit annoyed. So I do want to go to PlayStation in the new year anyway, because it allows me to stream easier to YouTube. But yeah, Marvel Rivals does look totally insane. I did tell Big Easy the other night after Let's Chat with Veterans to check it out because he could run around as Venom. Yeah, because I know he likes that. Well, I'm a little bit lost for words with the Game of Thrones reveal, because if you know me, and you've been listening to me, I'm sure I called it a good couple of months ago, how cool it would be to have a Game of Thrones game where we could wander in the world of Westeros. It couldn't be that hard to make. I'm sure I said that on a live stream.
Exactly, yeah.
And we've got what we've got. We've got the Game of Thrones game, King's Road, which by the title itself gives me hope that we could have more expansions on this game.
I'm sure they're already made. It's just, let's see how King's Road goes. If it goes good, we're gonna throw an expansion at you and throw another one and throw another one and throw another one.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's not an open world. So you are going to be constrained to areas of like out of bounds and all this kind of stuff. You're probably going to come up to an invisible wall if you try and walk too far away from shit or whatever. But I do hope that it gets the fanfare that it deserves and everybody gets behind it and plays it, or even watches people that do play it, so that, the creators can go, people really want to be in this world and people love flying their dragons in this game. Let's just make an open world like GTA where they can fly around the entire map, and I just think it'd be absolutely fucking awesome. And maybe my mind just goes crazy with what it could be, and maybe it's too much. But I don't know. Just being able to see a Game of Thrones game, like if I minimize StreamYard right now, in the bottom corner of my desktop is Telltale's Game of Thrones series. I have the Game of Thrones Telltale, but it's literally a tale. It's not a game you can play. You watch along, and every now and then you'll get an option to duck a sword swing or to stab a guy, and if you don't, then you die, and that's the end of the story. You've got to basically, it's a story that gives you movements as you progress through the story. So it's not really that fun, but it is really cool. And another thing that annoys me is they changed the name of Stark to Forrester for legal reasons. So in the game, it's the Forrester family, and it just doesn't make any sense when you're trying to understand the world of Game of Thrones, and it's supposed to be the Starks.
Throwing more names in there just confuses people.
Yeah. But yeah, I just thought I'd want to show you that trailer because I'm sure you can understand it absolutely rocked the shit out of me when I seen it yesterday.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
So I was sat there waiting for GTA 6. I was just waiting for a GTA 6 review, which we never got, by the way. Never once came.
Do you think that's really going to happen?
In 2026, yeah.
Yeah.
Not in 2025.
You'll get it next year then, yeah, for sure.
Everyone thinks it's coming out in 2025. I really think it's 2026. GTA 6 2026 just sounds better.
Exactly. It's a marketing scheme. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. 26/6/26 GTA 6. They could put it on the 26th of the 6th, 2026.
Release it on 6/26.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good idea. Listen, Rockstar, if you do that, me and Charles want some revenue back, right? We want some royalties, or we'll be sending letters to you because we're getting used to these now. We've got a lot of lawyers' fees going on with the stuff that's happening recently. So don't get on our radar, Rockstars.
Yeah. If anybody wants to donate, I need a lawyer. So.
Yeah. If anyone wants to donate, you can buy me a coffee, or you can check out Patreon if we have one. I don't even know if we do. We're only joking, guys. You don't need to.
No.
Charles, we've been here for an hour. Didn't think we'd get this far in. I thought we'd just be here for about 20, 30 minutes.
I knew we'd do it. I had faith in us.
We do, every single time. So, a couple of things before we get out of here. The Luau set a challenge. I don't know if you'll have time, but the Luau set a challenge last Sunday to watch a Christmas movie that you hadn't seen before and tell him about it in the comments of his video.
Oh, okay.
And I think that there was a giveaway maybe behind it somewhere. I think there might have been. So I don't know if you'll have time, but maybe if you wanted to jump on and watch a Christmas movie in your own time, I will be trying to do one at some point this week. And I'll let you know that I'm going to be watching Jack Frost. I've never seen it.
Okay.
And I'm watching Jack Frost.
I already know which one I'm going to watch.
Okay.
I saw it the other night on Netflix. I've never seen it. It looked interesting.
Okay. I was going to watch the red one, but I've heard really bad reviews, so I'm not going to watch that.
I've heard bad reviews on it, yeah.
And I can't watch Die Hard again because the premise is a movie that you haven't seen before. And Die Hard is a Christmas movie that I have seen before.
Yes, it's definitely a Christmas movie.
Yeah. There's no question about that. I'm just making it clear that I can't watch that one because I've already seen that Christmas movie, you know? But yeah, no, I'm going to watch Jack Frost. I've never seen it. It should be interesting.
Okay.
And then people can find out what I think of Jack Frost over in the comments over on the Luau's channel on Sunday night. He did do a video today. He dropped a video today. His worst ever autograph experience.
Jeez,
and he gives you screenshots and everything. It's like the Luau investigates.
Oh yes, that reminds me of buying Scarlet Witch sodas from Pop in a Box.
Mm-hmm.
And never receiving them, and then never receiving a refund or anything like that. Never.
Yeah, that's annoying. Speaking of Scarlet, you can play us here in Marvel Rivals.
You can't?
You can, yeah. No, you can play us here.
Oh, okay. Well, I might have to play some Marvel Rivals.
It's free. It's free to play and free to download if your Xbox is good enough.
It should be.
Yeah. So what you got coming up this week? What you got planned to bring to the YouTube community? Do you want to share any secrets or any teasers?
Tomorrow, my plans have fallen through for the day because it's supposed to be raining tomorrow. So, I've got some Christmas presents that I have to make tomorrow, or I had to make before Christmas. So, we may do a laser live. So,
nice.
At some point tomorrow, we'll probably do a live on the laser. I know some people have been asking me. I was actually asked the other day if I'm still doing lasers. I'm like, yeah. So we did. You've seen the pictures. The group has seen the pictures of the police officer koshers that we just did. I may do a video on how we did that because it's really cool process. This is the first time I've ever done it, and it was complete accident. but I actually got the slate to turn color.
Okay.
I've seen videos of people doing it, but I've never done it myself. But we did it with this project. Not totally sold on the way they look, but the customer likes them, and the customer's always right. So I run my business like Walmart. I just don't have self checkout. We have a package from the luau that we have to open. He sent an AOK about a month ago now. But with life getting in the way and stuff, I just haven't done a video, haven't had time.
Yeah.
But again, hopefully life's going to slow down here. I know the holidays it's hectic for everyone, but it's just it's been a rough 3 weeks for not my family, but my work family.
Yeah.
Which is family.
You spend more time with work family than you do actual family.
Yeah, especially during the winter, and it's just been a really, really rough 3 weeks for us. Yesterday concluded those 3 weeks. We spent most of the day today just reminiscing on what has happened, and it's really opened my eyes that I have 8 years to go until I can retire, and on that day, I'm going to retire.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I have to work full time the next day, I don't care. I'm retiring, and whatever I have to do, I have to do. Hopefully, the business is going good enough. I don't have to work. I can come out here in my sweatpants and work like that, and that's what I want to do. So,
do the 8 years dawn on you, or I know that you're very much a take day by day kind of guy. You don't really put much emphasis into planning things because things change, as we all know. Do the 8 years weigh on you much now, or are you still excited to get through them?
I think they weigh on me more, especially right now with what we've been going through the last couple weeks. Because it's people. I'm sure everyone out there has figured out what's going on, but we have lost three people that I started with, that I worked with the state, that were like role models to me, and it's hard. It's really hard to focus on anything besides that right now, and it's making me look forward to being able to retire, but at the same time, it's like I see once individuals retire, what happens.
Mm-hmm.
If that's something
that makes sense.
But again, I want to retire. I want to be able to do what I want to do. If I want to go flip burgers at McDonald's, that's what I'll do. So I'll still be plenty young enough to live my life the way Christy and I want to, and that's just, I don't know. That's just what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. And I can send an email to the Culzean Castle. Maybe they'll hold the gardening job for you for 9 years. And
I can do that. I can mow grass. I can trim bushes. Can't guarantee they're going to live, but I'll trim them. But yeah. And like Ryan said, we're going to do the live tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm not set in stone about that, but hopefully, we got plenty of videos coming out. A little spoiler: we've been buying some autograph stuff. So the autograph stuff is we said at the beginning of 2024 that's the route we wanted to go. We're going to end 2024 with some autograph videos. So stay tuned.
Nice. And a blast from the past from 1 year ago today.
Yep.
The number 14 of the 25 days of laser Christmas things.
Yep.
Beer because you can't drink bacon.
Exactly.
Blast from the past. That's number 14. I thought I'd just share that.
You probably heard the ding, but I just got a message back from the officer that purchased the coasters that I showed you, and he said they're awesome, and he's picking them up tomorrow. So
nice. That's really cool, and they're for all the people in the office, right? At the precinct.
It's for him and 3 people that work on his shift. He's giving them each one slate coaster, which I think is an awesome idea.
Yeah.
And silently, I'm hoping that the other officers see him. And they're like, hey, where
They
did
want
you
their
go?
badge number. Yeah.
Because again,
Yeah,
it's
no,
a really
I like it.
it's a super simple project. But I just love how they turned out. And if he gives me permission to show the badge numbers, which I don't have permission to, but if he gives me that permission, I will show him on a video. So
Nice.
I mean, they're just numbers; they don't mean anything, but they're
to people
his
they do.
project.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
I like it.
what do you got coming up, brother?
So I don't know. The last couple of weeks, like I said, I've been in a pretty much a mental slump and not wanting to do content and just yeah. You've been a part of the group chats and the private chats. You know what's been going on. As I said at the beginning of the stream, Christmas and the holiday season isn't the best time for me. Just being a single guy, don't have many visitors, it can be quite a lonely thing to experience when you see everybody else around the world having all this family fun time and all that kind of stuff. And that's by design. I don't want to have mollycoddled or people feeling sorry for me. I do have a family. I just don't speak to many of them, and that's just the way life is. That's the way it is. But I don't know. Tonight has kind of, I don't know. I feel like I've got one of those hot iron in my back. It's kind of like give me a spark, and I don't know. I really enjoyed this conversation with you. I feel like it's just been hanging out, and we've had some great conversations. We've talked about Game of Thrones, wrestling. We've talked about life and all sorts of stuff. But going forward, I'm going to be pushing absolutely hard with everything that I've learned on the Ryan Milky 14 channel, because I feel like this is my main channel. If you want to put it in a bubble, this is my main channel. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I just feel stuck, honestly, because I started as a Fortnite gamer. Then I went into Funko and built quite a substantial following. To me, it's a substantial following. It's 500 plus people that follow me for collecting in the Game of Thrones. And then I started talking about Game of Thrones and Star Wars with Headless and all this kind of stuff. And my channel doesn't have a focus. It genuinely doesn't. And when you look at all the videos on YouTube on how to succeed, you need to have a focus and a destination that people know you for. Right now, people don't know me for what? Ryan Milky, what does he do? Does he do collecting? Does he do Game of Thrones? Does he do wrestling? What does he do? Well, honestly, guys, the Ryan Milky channel is just me at my heart, okay? If I want to put something up that I think that you guys will be interested in or I'm super passionate about, then I'll put it on the main channel. But long-winded way to get to where I'm going, January, I am kicking off Wrestle Realm, the wrestling channel. And I am following WWE in its Netflix era every single week. There's going to be at least one live stream every single week and content throughout the year. I'm already filming. So Charles asked me the question, what's coming up? Tomorrow, I am going to be behind sitting at this PC recording for hours. I have cool ideas that I want to do. One of them is in the next year of wrestling over on the WWE, I want to predict 2 people for every title that WWE have that I think will be champion at some point in 2025. That will be a video that's posted up just on January 1st. And then on January 1st again, we'll go back and see, was I right or was I wrong? And we'll film another one for the next year. And it'll just be an ongoing anniversary event where we do the further year predictions. I think that's a really cool idea. I also have digital access to every single WrestleMania, every single Royal Rumble, every single WWE pay-per-view that has been and will be. I have. So that's just a treasure trove of content for me to do. I know that I need to tackle copyright because WWE do not let you show any of the stuff on screen. So it will be a lot of images and me speaking, or it'll be people on screen and we'll be having conversations. But yeah, just stay tuned. Wrestle Realm is the place to be. I will be simulcasting it on both channels until the new year. If I go live again between now and the new year, and then everything will be solely over on Wrestle Realm for wrestling. And the Ryan Milky stuff will continue with the Game of Thrones live streams with Charles. We're going to get back into that in the new year. I have all of the slideshows all made out. They've all been done for a couple of weeks, up to about season 4, I would say. And then that's going to take us way into the new year anyway. So yeah, stay tuned for those on the Ryan Milky channel. Mondays, primarily Mondays right now, but we might have a conversation about maybe looking at a different day. We'll see how it works with our calendars. We don't know where life takes us going into the new year, so we can always check it out. Even with the Horsemen, I know that I spoke with Jeremy. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I spoke with Jeremy on Fortnite, and he said that he was interested in doing some more stuff with the Horsemen and hanging out with us a little bit more and finding some time. So if that means that the Horsemen have to maybe move away from a Friday just to, accommodate Jeremy for an evening, I'm sure we're more than well easy to do that. And we don't mean to step on anybody's toes. We're just hanging out with Jeremy at the opportune moment of time that we have available. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know if anyone's going to see us again before Christmas. Maybe not. We don't want to give complete guarantees. You might see me on a live stream on Thursday next week. I was in the chat over at Bearded Barbarian last night, and they were having fun, always laughing. I always come away from those live streams with my face hurting because I feel like I smile a lot with the fun that they have. And I asked them, I said, will you be live before Christmas? And they said, only if you come on, Milky. I said, well, I'll come on. So maybe you'll see me before Christmas over on the Bearded Barbarians channel. You have to let him know that you want to see me on there, and maybe they'll send me the link. But yeah, that's about it. Just been hanging out. Happy holidays to you, Quick Draw, All Things Wrestling Podcast. Thanks for coming back. We appreciate you. Please, guys, consider hitting the like button on the stream. Subscribe to each other in the chat as well, and Charles as well. Pop in Missouri. He's got other channels that you can also find him on. But yeah, that's about it. My name has been Ryan. Charles, would you like to say anything before we get out of here?
I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been here tonight in the chat, lingering on either channel. You guys are all awesome. Make sure you subscribe to both of Ryan's channels and follow him, because I know he's going to get plenty of content out next year for sure. I'm going to push him, because right now I'm going to challenge him. We're going to do it live on January 1, that we're going to put our YouTube channel goals for the 2025 year out there in the world. We're going to write them down, but you guys are going to see them too. So
okay. Yeah, I like it.
I'm going to challenge you to that.
No, I need that. That's what I need. I definitely need that. I need the challenge. I need the motivation. I need the goal to work towards. I will say one thing just before we get out of here. I have made a mental and conscious decision that in 2025 I will take a break. No matter what I'm doing content wise, I will take a break December 1st and I will return January 1st. And that's the way I'm going to go, just so that I don't feel like I'm letting people down with content. I feel like I've let my council down with the Game of Thrones things because I just took an immediate and instant stop to the content. But there were reasons behind it, which have now been rectified, and I'm mentally making my way out of that hole. So, just again, all clarity and letting you guys see behind the fourth wall kind of thing.
Yep.
I'm going to take a mental break every December, and I think that'll work for me, because I don't have to feel pressured in a time where I just don't even want to wake up some days, and that's honest. Some days it gets like that, and I don't want to get out of bed. I can message Charles on Instagram and I'll say I'm still lying in bed, and it's literally 8 p.m. at night, and I'm like, that's no way to live. I should be getting up. So yeah, it's just the way December is. But yeah, without being too low on everything, if you are a first-time watcher, a casual viewer, a subscriber, a brother from another mother, a family member, or somebody that we've never even met yet, please know that my name is Ryan and that guy there is Charles. We are the Horsemen / of the Apocalypse. We don't usually use that word, but sometimes we're known for it, so it kind of works. I found some old graphics the other day from some of the old Horseman stuff, and it made me chuckle. Know that we'll be here no matter what. It might take a couple of weeks to see us again, it might not, but we love you, we care for you, and we just ask that you love and care for other people. That's all we ask. We are the Horsemen, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
I don't have an ending button, so I'm just going to go with the Milky thing again.